Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe, help grow the channel, comment, like, share. It's important for us YouTube makers. Today we are going to create this beautiful flower that I already have started, and I already had done the video on it. But for some reason, it's one of those days where things just disappear out of your phone. I don't know how, but the video disappeared, so I couldn't upload it to YouTube. So I decided to redo it again. You got to be persistent on these things when certain things happen. Anyway, so this is thread 4, number 4, ladybug, 100% cotton. This is European Portuguese thread. I'm sure you can find it in Hobby Lobbies, online, or whatever the case may be. And we'll be doing an update on thread that I'm expecting to receive very soon, that I have ordered from a lady on mainland. I mentioned that in my last video on the flower tutorial that I did. And I'm hoping to receive in the next few days and check it out and put all the information that I need to for you guys. So, needle number 3, you will need a scissors and also a pearl. So we're going to start by making the magic circle. Just get this closer. So you turn once. You'd grab your thread from behind. You go up 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do 16 stitches in here. And then we're going to lock it in on the 3rd stitch, which is the last stitch in the back. And then we're going to proceed from there. So this is very simple to do. Nothing complicated, very easy, and it's a beautiful flower for any pattern that you wish to add. I must say, it's a 3D flower, but if you see it from the side, it is not that high, so it's just perfect for many patterns you would like to adapt it on. Okay, so we'll continue on with 16 stitches. Once you have done your 16th stitch, you would come here, you'd lock it in. You go up 1, 2, 3 for your regular stitch, 2 more for separation, turn once. You will skip the first one, you go into the second one, do a regular stitch. I'll even get you closer up. Turn once again. Now the stitch that we skipped right here, we're going to go in from the outside loop, and we're going to turn a bit, make it easier for us, and we're going to do 5 stitches in there on that little loop that we skipped the stitch. Whoops. Four and 5. Now we turn our work, and we are going to turn once where the big loop is. A big loop. We're going to do 8 stitches in there, regular stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we've done our 8 stitch. You can see that we already formed this beautiful little flower. We're going to turn once, and we're going to come where we have already our first stitch. So we're going to lock it in there, do a regular stitch, 1, 2, and 3, skip one, going to the next one, make like a little square, turn your thread, your needle once, go into the skipped, and do 5 stitches again. So very simple, not complicated at all. We're going to do this to all the stitches, to all the loops that we skip, all the way to the end. Turn once, turn your work, and we're going to go to the big loop here. And we're going to do 8 stitches in there again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have our second one made. Turn, we're going to lock it in again where we have the other stitch. And we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Skip this one, going to the next one. And we're going to proceed doing 8 of them. So now you turn, you go back into the space here, the first loop, the outside loop, and do your 5 stitch. So I'll meet you at the end, so then we can lock it in and do the petals in the back, which is very simple to do. Nothing to it. Piece of cake, we can do this because we're good and we're persistent and we can make things happen as long as we want to, and we have patience. Two, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Again, lock it in where we have our stitch already on the same place. We'll lock it in with a stitch. How beautiful that is. I'll meet you at the end, people. We've reached the end. We did our 3 stitch. We're going to hook it exactly where the other one is, because we're going to skip 1. Go up your 3 there, your stitch, and just do the last 5 in here. Turn your work. Go into the big loop and do 8 inside. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Turn. We're going to go back to the same place and we're going to lock it in with the regular stitch. And you have your 8 flowers. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go to the stitch right between the petals, from behind, of course. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're making the little loops for the petals in the back. One, 2, 3, and 4. So as you can see, we have the stitch in between. 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. And that's what it's going to look like from the back. You got these little loops in the back. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. So this is where we started. We're going to lock it in with small stitch. Now we're going to work inside of the loops. So you'd come in with small stitch, turn once, half a stitch, turn again, and we're going to do 4 regular stitches. 2, 3, and 4. Turn again, another half stitch, and 1 small stitch. So here's your first paddle. Go in the next loop, small stitch, turn once, half a stitch, regular stitch 4 times. Turn once, half stitch, and lock it in. So now we have the 2 paddles. We're going to do that all the way to the end. So just proceed with what I did. If you get stuck, rewind the video. I'll meet you at the end. So we finished the last one and we locked in right on the first stitch. So now we have 8 petals and we lock it in. You grab your thread, you bring it back here on these loops and you hide it. I'd like to give it a knot to be secure. And you hide it through a few more loops just to make sure that nothing is going to fall apart and all stays in place. The excess, you just cut it off. You pull onto your magic one here. You would stick your needle more or less where the thread is. From the front, you feel it through your fingers in the back. You pull it to the front. Oops. Sometimes you can get in one shot, sometimes it takes a few attempts. So the hole is a little bit small. Oh, I was almost there. Okay. well. Poke my needle through it, make the hole a little bit larger. And there it goes. Now you grab it from the back and you line it up right across. It's to be across from, like that, right across from it. And set it down. Go through a loop here, like that. I like to give it a knot to make sure it's secure. It's not going to go anywhere. And then go through the loops right back here. And this is not going to go anywhere at all. And this is pretty much it for this video. I thank you so much for being here, creating these beautiful pieces with me. It means a lot. Please don't forget to share, like, and comment. Give it thumbs up. For the new subscribers, I hope you like it. And I hope you be part of this family and subscribe, join us in creating these beautiful, lovely pieces. This is excellent for any pattern you'd like. So thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, stay safe. Bye-bye.